Hello, hello, this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun, and today we are going to do another special Disney Lego set here. And this is the Walt Disney Camera Tribute set, I believe it's what it's called, and celebrating the 100th anniversary of Walt Disney. So let's have a good look at this set first. This box here, you can see the camera on the cover, and you can see down there that we are going to be looking at these minifigures and this little special stand they have set up. And you can see this is set 43230. It has 811 pieces. And you can see it comes with a number of minifigures. I believe they're likely exclusive, at least 3 of them are. Bambi, I believe, is exclusive to this set. Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, they have done black and white videos, or sorry, versions of Mickey and Minnie before. And so I'm not 100% sure if these are slight redesigns from those. But they did appear in the Steamboat Willie set, but I don't know if it's exactly the same. And they also, I think they had minifigures of them in separate minifigure sets, but I don't know if it's exactly the same either. So these might be exclusive, they may not be. Walt Disney, I'm pretty sure is, so that's pretty cool. They included him here, and you can see he's got a sketch of Mickey, and he's got a little, I guess, paintbrush to do that. And there's Walt. And then we have Dumbo as well. So this is a very good homage to early Disney, with Mickey and Minnie, doing most of their cartoons in the 1930s, I believe, and then both Bambi and Dumbo coming out in the 40s, 1940s. So 100 years of Disney, and you can see the camera is a tribute to that. And you can see on the sill, which we'll get to, has a lot of the Disney characters. And if I'm not mistaken, it's an homage to all the movies they've done. So this camera itself is 37 centimeters or 14.5 inches. And it is 8.5 inches in width or 21 centimeters. A couple special features. This thing door opens, so you can put Walt inside, which we will do later. And you can see the actual handle does work. You can hear kind of movie sounds there. And then we have the director thing, which allows us to see film cells. Okay, so let's have a good look at this set here. Let's have a look at the minifigures first, and then we can have a good look at the set itself. But before we do that, we have the instruction manual, which I believe does have a little bit small tribute to Disney in here, and how this set came about. And I guess it talks about the importance of Walt Disney and the movie. Founded in 1923, so this came out last year, so it's 100 years. And obviously he's been synonymous with spellbinding stories and groundbreaking animated movies, from Steamboat Willie to Encanto, the Disney company. Obviously Walt Disney himself had nothing to do with Encanto, but the Disney company did. And it talks about all the movies, the contribution to the movies, and this talks about the process of doing recreating the magic here. And yes, all the sills here, you can see, we'll go look at the sills, but there's going to be sills on Steamboat Willie, Snow White. So some of the highlights: Pinocchio, Fantasia, Dumbo, Bambi, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Sleeping Beauty, Sword in the Stone, The Jungle Book, Robin Hood, The Rescuers, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, Mulan, Princess and the Frog, Frozen, and Encanto. So obviously they had to skip a couple movies, but we definitely get a good look at a lot of classic Disney movies. And you can see that the model they have here, that's one of the designers, I assume. Yes, one of the designers. And this is a tribute to Walt Disney. Okay, and there's another one of the designers. And basically how they went about that. So you can read that if you buy the set. But let's have a look at the minifigures here. So let's zoom in on them. So we have on here, we have Bambi, and obviously Bambi's comes as it is, so does Mickey. The face shape is nice and printed, so it's nice that we don't get the standard minifigures here. We get like special printed ones. and we have Dumbo there. So these are pretty unique because you don't really see a lot of these animal minifigures usually, and this is a pretty, I mean, obviously a very unique mold that they have to do for these type of things. So it's nice that Lego, spent the extra money to, give us these type of things. And this is a nice Bambi set. So with the recent release of the Snow White Cottage, it's quite possible they may recreate some certain sets from Bambi or Dumbo and reuse these figures. But we'll see. We'll see. And of course, the most unique of them all is Walt Disney himself. He's got his classic gray suit on as we see him in the World War. I don't know, the old shows. They used to have him when he did the I forgot what the show was, but the Walt Disney Hour or whatever it was. And this is his typical suit that he wore. This, I believe, is supposed to be either a paintbrush or a marker or something to draw with. Does he have a shoe? Yes, he does have a smiling face as well, and his normal, also, puzzled look there, I guess. And so it's a very nice Walt Disney figure for sure. And they all go on this piece here, which is kind of neat. Let me just pull off the characters, at least some of them. You can see that there is a scene in the background, and each cell actually builds on the scene. So there's a moon there, or is it the sun? That's the moon, yes. There's a road, and then on the top is the tree and the street leading into it. So it's a 3D cell almost, and this gets an homage to how they made the animation of layering cells on top of cells there. So that's kind of cool. And I'm not sure. I guess that is just one giant cell, and this in itself is a director's thing to yell cut. And so that's pretty neat that they had that. It's pretty ingenious actually. And so kudos to the design. You can see the Mickey ears here, homage to Mickey. And I honestly don't know what exactly this thing is, but I imagine it's to help. It's part of the process of how they did the animation, I assume. I guess maybe using a mirror to reflect back the image, but I don't know 100% for sure. We're going to put these characters back on. I am going to leave Walt himself off there because he's got a special compartment that we're going to find out. So here we have the camera itself. Let's zoom out so you can see it's 100. It says right there for the 100th anniversary. And if you this cranking thing does work, and you can listen to it. It does make kind of a old style camera sound, which is kind of neat. You can see the stand. It looks pretty cool. They have this to stabilize it, and you got to see the film coming down here, which is a very nice touch. And we can look at the cells as well. Obviously the camera does not work, obviously. But you can see that they have this viewfinder, and I don't know if there's no way the viewfinder works. This compartment here actually swings open. I don't think this lever does anything. Yeah. I don't believe that does anything of any sort. I don't know if this thing turns. Trying to hold the camera steady while I do that, so I guess I have to put the camera down and see if this turns at all. Not really. I think if it does turn, I had to crank it really hard, and I don't want to break anything. So this thing here, you can knock that down a little bit and then pull this door open, and inside you can see there's a little compartment. Let me see if I can zoom in. That Walt can sit in, and there you can see the drawing of Mickey Mouse there, and there's a little chair. So that is where Walt can sit inside to do all his creative work as a creative genius behind the early Walt Disney movies. He spearheaded everything that went on there, and had a large part in hand in doing most of the creativity for the movies. And had the big vision for the theme parks before he passed prematurely from cancer. And so yeah, there's a very nice homage because, I mean, to be honest, um, you know, I think I would say that a lot of our childhoods would probably be a little bit different without Walt Disney. He kind of changed everything from the way animated movies were done because he was the first to do animated movies. I think everyone else was kind of scared to do them, full-length animated movies, to his creation of Mickey Mouse and all the joy him and his friends have given us over the years. And as well as all the things that came after, which started with Walt Disney. So whether it be through Walt Disney Company itself or all the other animation movies that came afterwards, it really started with Walt Disney. The theme parks themselves, again, started with Walt Disney. So it's really cool the impact he's made over the years, and I think this is a really cool tribute to this great person that has, you know, impacted the world for many, many generations. So lastly, let's have a look at the film cells. You can see there is the Steamboat Willie, and there's Snow White and Pinocchio, and there is Fantasia and Dumbo and Bambi. I think they're both sides are double printed. I think, yes, they are double printed. So we finished off with Bambi there. There's Cinderella. There's Alice in Wonderland. And we have Sleeping Beauty, Sword in the Stone, Jungle Book. And then I believe Jungle Book was the last movie that Walt Disney was directly involved with in shape or fashion. He consulted with it at least. And then he passed away shortly thereafter. Robin Hood came out in the 70s, and that was one actually, when I was a kid, that was one of my favorite movies. The Rescuers, Little Mermaid, the beginning of the new renaissance of the golden age for Disney, or renaissance period for Disney. We have Beauty and the Beast, Lion King. I don't know why they didn't put Aladdin in here, but I guess they ran out of room. And we have Mulan, great movie. And then we have The Princess and the Frog. That is Frozen, so I guess they left off Tangled. And they included Encanto. So that's really, really cool. So this is a very nice homage to Walt Disney. If you're a Disney fan, I think this is a really good set to pick up, especially if you like minifigures, because I think a lot of these ones are unique. I mean, I don't think there's any other set that has Walt Disney in it. Obviously the camera itself is a very nice visual, and so it does make a really cool display piece. I don't know if any other sets have Dumbo or Bambi, and then, of course the Mickey and Minnie I think are, if they're not exclusive to the set, they're quite unique because you know all the other sets they may have been involved in are long retired. So yeah, a very cool set. I think this is a winner. And if you're a Disney fan, I think that especially if you can find this at a good price, I think this is a no-brainer to pick up. And I think I did buy this at a discount. So I didn't see it on Amazon Prime discounts this year, but you know Black Friday is coming up, so keep an eye out for that, and hopefully you get a great deal. So this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. For those watching who have not hit the subscribe button, please do. It does really, really help the channel, and more than you know. And because most of you who watch our videos, unfortunately, do not subscribe, and it does make a big difference. So if you can, that would be much appreciated. We are aiming to get to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully in the near future, and when we do, we're going to be getting a Robosen Grimlock, which would be really cool to review, and so as a special treat for our subscribers. And we are going to definitely pair that with our Robosen Optimus Prime to make some really cool videos for you. Alright, so this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching.